Welcome back. You are watching Notepad. I'm your host Ibrahim Sani. We have with us right now the Invest Malaysia 2020, where Tokpa earlier was touching on a lot of issues regarding the economy and how economic recovery is actually important. Right now we have the Deputy Minister in Plantations and Commodities talking about the areas, particularly the area of contention when it comes to the attack that the Malaysian palm oil sector is going to face. Here is his speech regarding that matter. YB Willie Mongin, the Deputy Minister of Plantation and Commodities. Take a look.
First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Bursa Malaysia for inviting me to present a special address in today's session with regards to powering Malaysia plantation and commodities industry. Commodity is an important contributor to the socio-economic development and play a very major role in eradicating poverty in Malaysia since the independence of the country. The agri-economy plantation sector comprises of 6 commodities, namely palm oil, rubber, timber, cocoa, pepper, and knaf. In 2019, this sector contributed 6.1% to the GDP and remain among the largest net exporter, along with the electrical and electronics and the oil and gas sectors. Being the top 3 commodities, the palm oil, rubber, timber sectors contributed to 94.18% of total commodity export earning in 2019. Malaysia's top 3 major export destinations for agri-commodity products are the European Union, China, and the United States. Over the years, Malaysia and European Union has an excellent trade relationship where export and agro-commodity and agri-commodity-based product to the EU in 2019 were valued at Ringgit Malaysia 18.7 billion, a slight decrease of 2.040% compared to Ringgit Malaysia 19.09 billion in 2018. The main export were palm oil product valued at Ringgit Malaysia 9.58 billion, followed by rubber and rubber products at Ringgit Malaysia 6.55 billion, and timber products at 2.12 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, our country also continuously doing a promotional effort and strategy to strengthen the palm oil sector. KPPK, through its agency, Malaysian Palm Oil Board, MPOB, and also Malaysian Palm Oil Council, MPOC, organized very extensive promotion globally to gain and increase Malaysian palm oil market share. Few prominent promotional programs under such initiative includes the Palm Oil International Congress and Exhibition, PIPOC, and Palm Oil Trade Fair and Seminars, POTS. Such platforms provide a lot of beneficial activities to interact and share information in various areas pertaining to the palm oil industry. It also showcases the latest advancement in the industry. It's also reserved to present and reflect on the current issues associated with the palm oil industry. It's also reserved to present and reflect the current issues associated with the palm oil industry, convey innovative ideas and critical thinking into single platform, congregating oils and fat industry, players, marketers, traders, economists, nutritionists, government officials, as well as segment of the private industry to deliberate on the latest development and the way forward for the palm oil industry. Apart from that, engagement programs such as business to business under the MPOC initiative is continuously done to connect our local companies with potential buyers, importers, in order to expand business opportunity and subsequently increase the market share. However, due to the current pandemic, such programs still continue to be conducted virtually to lessen physical contact. To boost export of palm oil resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic, the government under the Plan Jana Semula Ekonomi Negara, also known as PENJANA, has given a take break in the form of 100% exemption on export duty on crude palm oil, crude palm kernel oil, and also processed palm kernel oil. The incentive could attract not only local players, but also potential international buyers for palm oil import-export activities. We also lay our strategy to increase crude palm oil price. In principle, the price of the CPO is driven by the market price, which depends totally on supply and demand. However, some intervention into this system could indirectly help control the price in the market. Increasing local consumption through the implementation of biofuel program could play a vital role in controlling the palm oil stock, which may indirectly facilitate in stabilizing palm oil price. The full implementation of the B20 program in the transport sector, along with the B7 program in the industrial sector, will allow domestic annual palm oil consumption of 1.3 million tons. Such move not only will boost economy, but also contribute to the increased use of environmental friendly and sustainable energy source. Ladies and gentlemen, as an initiative to ensure and promote sustainable practice throughout the palm oil value chain, Malaysia subscribed to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, Agenda 2030, and agrees in principle to adopt the SDGs as the primary framework to drive and achieve higher sustainability commitment within the palm oil industry. Malaysia is committed to sustainably produce palm oil and to ensure sustainable management of the entire palm oil supply chain become the accepted norms and standard for Malaysian palm oil. This will be achieved through the mandatory certification of Malaysia palm oil under Malaysian Sustainable Palm Oil Certification Scheme, which also known as MSPO. It is ministry aspiration to ensure that all Malaysian palm oil export are obtained from the sustainable source by the end of 2020. The Malaysian palm oil industry is governed by more than 60 national law and regulation, including the Land Acquisition Act 1960, National Land Code 1965, Environmental Land Conservation Act 1960, Quality Act 1974, Pesticide Rules 1988, Occupational Safety and Health Act 1977, and Labor Law and Wildlife Conservation Act 2010. And in addition, there are 25 licensing categories throughout the palm oil industry supply chain to ensure the industry meet the strict requirement as set out under the MPOB Act. All these rules and regulations were abandoned in the MSPO as part of the requirement that needs to be followed by the industry intending to be certified. Currently, MSPO certification has been adopted as a means for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics and Paralympic Games Sustainable Sourcing Code for Palm Oil. KPPK through MPOB and Malaysian Palm Oil Certification Council, MPOCC, has also been working with China Green Food Development Center, which known as CGFDC, under agency under Ministry of Agriculture China, to jointly work on recognition of MSPO certification scheme under the Green Food Certification in China. It is our hope that the world, especially the EU, will support and advocate Malaysia's initiative with the MSPO certification scheme to produce more sustainably produced palm oil for the global market that will in turn recognize MSPO certification palm oil as a premier palm oil brand of choice the world oil consumption. Furthermore, the MSPO standard encompasses of 5 P's of sustainability, which is people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnership, which in line with the UN SDGs. In March 2019, to further reinforce the country commitment in pursuing sustainable oil palm cultivation practices, the government of Malaysia has agreed to cap palm oil cultivation area of 6.1 million hectares, to put stop on conversion of permanent forest reserve area and pit land for palm oil cultivation, to further strengthen regulation and with regards to existing oil palm cultivated on pit, and to make available of all plantation map for public to access for transparency.
That was the speech by the Deputy Minister of Plantation and Commodities, but that's all the time that we have right now. If you've missed any part of this show, just head on to astroawani.com, look for Notepad over there. Until next time, thanks very much for watching and goodbye.